What if the biggest death of the entire year was a complete and total lie? If you ask me, we are being played on a massive scale. The actor playing Cassius has not been confirmed to leave the show. Let that sink in for a second. There is no official exit announcement. There is no final goodbye from the network. That means the door is wide open for a return. And if Cassius is truly coming back, this could be the biggest mistake of someone's life. Let us rewind for a second and look at the facts. The chaos on the island was an absolute bloodbath. Bullets were flying everywhere. Secrets were exploding left and right. And then, suddenly, Z steps out of the shadows. Z looks everyone dead in the eye and declares that Cassius is dead. Just like that. Case closed. Jocelyn immediately jumps on the golden opportunity. She makes a highly secret deal with Z. She pins all the horrific crimes on Cassius. It was the perfect scapegoat situation to free Jason and Valentine. But here is the massive, glaring red flag. We never actually saw the body. We never saw the undeniable, concrete proof of his demise. Z just told us it happened, and we blindly believed him. But that is not even the biggest surprise. Z is not a hero. Z is a master manipulator who operates in the darkest, most corrupt corners of the intelligence world. He uses people as chess pieces. He collects dangerous assets. Why in the world would Z let a highly skilled, incredibly dangerous man like Cassius just bleed out and die? Cassius lived under a fake identity for months. He flawlessly fooled Lulu. He completely fooled the local police department. He is an absolute master of deception. Z knows raw talent when he sees it. Z needed the world to think Cassius was dead. It solved Jocelyn's immediate problem. But behind closed doors, Z was playing a completely different game. So Cassius is dead to the world, and that leads to Z secretly extracting him from the island. Z hides him away in a secure, undisclosed location. Z saves his life, pulling him back from the brink of death. But Z does not do anything out of the goodness of his heart. Cassius is now massively in debt to the agency. He is trapped in a web of espionage. But this triggers something even bigger. If Z can easily fake the death of Cassius, who else has he secretly saved over the years? Guys, this is where it gets interesting. This is where the whole puzzle flips completely upside down. Because Cassius might not be the only ghost Z is hiding in his dark closet. Let us talk about Nelle. Yes, Nelle. Everyone remembers the infamous cliff. Everyone remembers the terrifying fall into the abyss. We all thought she was gone forever. The entire town breathed a collective sigh of relief, thinking the ultimate manipulator was finally erased from their lives. But did she really die? Let us look closely at the historical facts. The police found a body in the woods. Chase was the specific officer sent to the cold morgue to identify her remains. Chase walked into that room and looked at the body. But wait. The face was completely disfigured. It was entirely unrecognizable. Chase made a massive assumption based on circumstantial evidence. He signed the official paper. But there was absolutely no undeniable proof. There was no DNA match broadcasted to the world to confirm it was truly her. And that changes everything. Chase might have just looked at a random, unfortunate Jane Doe. Nelle is incredibly smart. Nelle is the ultimate survivor. What if she never hit the bottom of that cliff, the way we all assumed? What if someone was secretly waiting for her? Someone with the vast resources and power to make a convincing body double appear out of thin air. Someone exactly like Z. Z could have easily orchestrated the entire cover-up from the shadows. He needed a brilliant female operative. He needed someone ruthless, cunning, and completely detached from normal human morality. Nelle was the absolute perfect candidate. Z swooped in, faked her tragic death, and dragged her deep into the shadows of the agency. What happened next? Maybe even worse. Z did not just hide Nelle in a safe house. He actively trained her. Imagine Nelle, who was already a manipulative genius, now heavily armed with elite combat training. Imagine her spending years learning advanced espionage, weapons tactics, and severe psychological warfare. She spent countless days in the dark, transforming into a lethal, unstoppable weapon. And now, Z is doing the exact same terrifying thing with Cassius. The dominoes are rapidly falling. Z is building a highly secret roster of dead people. These are assets who absolutely do not exist on any government record. They are ghosts who can cross international borders and eliminate high-profile targets without leaving a single trace behind. Here is where things get incredibly messy. Cassius and Nelle are now theoretically trapped in the exact same secret underground facility. They are two master manipulators. They are two people who successfully faked their entire lives. They are two people who harbor a deep, burning hatred for the town that cast them out. Put them in a locked room together, and what exactly happens? They do not just become tactical partners. They become an absolute nightmare. I am calling it right now. Cassius and Nelle are going to become a couple, but not a sweet, normal, romantic couple. They will be a dark, twisted, villainous power duo. A combination so incredibly dangerous, they will make every other villain look like a complete amateur. Think deeply about the psychology happening here. Cassius spent months pretending to be a beloved dead cop. He slept in Lulu's bed. He lied to everyone's face without ever flinching or breaking a sweat. Nelle destroyed innocent lives purely for fun. She manipulated everyone she ever touched and left a trail of broken hearts and shattered families. Now, strip away their past limitations. Give them unlimited covert funding. Give them high-tech gadgets, encrypted networks, and lethal combat skills. They understand each other perfectly on a cellular level. They share the exact same darkness in their souls. They are the ultimate match made in hell. And they are currently preparing to come back. They will not just casually walk into town and say hello to their old enemies. No, they will strategically infiltrate. They will use entirely new identities crafted by the best forgers in the world. Cassius already proved beyond a shadow of a doubt that he can steal a life and wear it flawlessly. Nelle is a proven master of disguise and deception. They will slip into town right under everyone's noses. They will slowly and methodically target the specific people who wronged them in the past. And then everything spirals completely out of control. The chaos will be absolute and devastating. No one will even see the knife coming until it is already buried deep in their back. Who exactly is on their hit list? Lulu is definitely in grave danger. Cassius knows all of her deepest weaknesses. He knows the exact layout of her house. He knows exactly how to break her mind and shatter her sense of security. And what about Chase? Chase is the one who supposedly identified Nelle's disfigured body. Nelle will absolutely want to look Chase directly in the eye and watch his entire reality crumble into dust. Jocelyn pinned all of Z's horrific crimes on Cassius to save her friends. Do you really think Cassius is going to let that slide? Jocelyn is walking around right now thinking she won the war. She thinks she outsmarted the entire system. But Cassius is coming for her, and he is bringing hell with him. You cannot kill what is already dead. That is their absolute biggest tactical advantage. The local police cannot arrest literal ghosts. The entire department will be completely paralyzed by the sheer scale of the attacks. Z created these monsters in his hidden labs, and now those monsters are slipping off the leash. Z might arrogantly think he can control them, but you absolutely cannot control a force of nature like Nelle. You cannot control a desperate survivor like Cassius. The exact moment they step foot back into civilization, Z's entire covert operation is going to violently collapse. They will go completely rogue. They will gleefully burn the town to the ground just to feel the heat on their faces. Imagine the terrifying moment the truth finally leaks out to the public. Imagine Lulu walking into her dark, empty living room, and Cassius is just sitting there quietly in the shadows waiting for her. Imagine Chase investigating a gruesome new crime scene, and he finds Nell's signature calling card left deliberately for him to find. The panic will be overwhelmingly real. The entire town will go into a full, desperate lockdown. Everyone will pace constantly looking over their shoulders, terrified of the dark. Trust will completely evaporate from the community. Families will turn on each other in pure paranoia. This is not just a simple revenge plot. This is psychological warfare, executed on a massive, unprecedented scale. Z will eventually panic when he realizes he has lost control. He will desperately try to send his own elite agents to clean up the massive mess he created. But Cassius and Nelle know all the agency protocols. They know exactly how Z thinks and operates. They will anticipate every single tactical move before Z even makes it. They will turn the highly trained agents against each other using manipulation and deceit. The collateral damage will be absolutely staggering. Innocent people will inevitably get caught in the brutal crossfire. The hospital will be completely flooded with casualties. The police station will be overwhelmed by the sheer volume of chaos. The town will literally become an active war zone. And through all of this horrific destruction, Cassius and Nelle will be absolutely thriving. They will feed off the endless chaos and despair. Their twisted, dark romance will grow exponentially stronger with every single life they systematically ruin. They will stand proudly in the smoking ashes of the town and smile at their masterpiece. They are positioning themselves to be the new king and queen of the criminal underworld. They do not want money. They do not want political power. They just want pure, unadulterated revenge. They want to watch the people who forgot them suffer in ways they never thought possible. We are currently looking at a ticking time bomb just waiting to detonate. Every single day that passes without a confirmed, undeniable body is another day Cassius and Nelle spend training intensely in the dark. They are getting faster. They are getting incredibly smarter. They are perfecting their lies and sharpening their weapons. The relative calm we are seeing right now is nothing but a dangerous illusion. It is the eerie silence right before the Category 5 hurricane makes landfall. And when that devastating hurricane finally hits, absolutely nothing will survive the impact. A massive, world-shattering secret is about to be exposed to the light. A carefully constructed plan is about to shatter into a million jagged pieces. Someone is about to open their front door and stare straight into the cold, dead eyes of a ghost. The nightmare is definitely not over, guys. It is just evolving into something much worse. Who will be their very first victim? Who will pay the ultimate bloody price for their past mistakes? You absolutely cannot miss the next episode.
Goodbye. Please like, subscribe, and comment on the GH Spoilers Daily channel.